conceited at the same time. Oh, it hurts. Stroke this. And they're totally tapped out, so we can disrupt that. They don't have lethal. Good game. Hey everyone, welcome back, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today we are playing with a deck I've termed Smooth Criminal. It's an aggro Izzet / tempo based deck. We've got some counter magic in here, but it doesn't solely revolve around that. We are looking to deal a lot of damage as well. Of course, if you do find any value within today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, your families, yada yada yada. Now let's get into the deck and take a look. All right, getting into the overall feel of the deck. 2.5 average converted mana cost, 18 non-creatures, 20 creatures, and 22 land, with 3 MDFCs here to bring us into a total of 25. We have a little bit of top-end ramp within the dragon, of course, which can make those treasures that we can use for mana as well. But before we get there, let's take a look at our 1-drops. We do have 4 copies of the Ascendant Spirit, a 1/1, in which we can pay 2 to create a 2/3. We can also pay 3 after we've already paid 2 to make it a 4/4 with flying. And then finally paying 4 after we've paid the 3 ability to put 2 +1/+1 counters on it and give it whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Now this is just a nice mana sink, right? So we're holding up our removal, we're holding up counter magic, we're trying to attack each turn, and then if we don't have to remove, if we don't have to use counter magic, then we can sink that mana into the spirit. We have 2 copies of Opt at instant speed, scry 1, and draw a card. Into our 2-drops now, 4 copies of the Sprite Dragon, a 1/1 with flying and haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Sprite Dragon. Again, all of our magic, whether it be removal or disruption, will help increase the power and toughness of the Sprite Dragon, getting bigger and badder, dealing quite a consistent amount of damage for us. 2 copies of the Scorching Dragonfire, instant speed, dealing 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die, exile it instead. And, you know, I love a little bit of exile with all of the current recursion and Lurrus decks floating around. 2 copies of Negate, counter target non-creature spell. 3 copies of Jwari's Disruption, counter spell unless its controller pays 1. We can also use it as the Ruins, coming in tapped. 2 copies of Disdainful Stroke, instant speed, counter target spell with mana cost 4 or greater. 4 copies of Petty Theft, which costs 2 at instant speed to return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand. The Borrower is a 3/1 with flash and flying, can only block other flyers. 2 copies of, I keep saying that. 4 copies of Saw It Coming, in which we can foretell for 2 to counter target creatures, target spell regardless. Creature, non-creature, doesn't matter. I'm getting all, rambled up. 2 copies of the Sea-Dasher Octopus, a 2/2 with flash, mutate for 2. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Much like the Ascendant Spirit ability. I'm gonna have to slow down. 4 copies of Bonecrusher Giant, a 4/3. Whenever it's the target of a spell, 2 damage to that spell's controller, and then Stomp for 2. Damage can't be prevented. Stomp deals 2 damage to any target. 4 copies of Behold the Multiverse, instant speed, scry 2, then draw 2 cards, foretell for 2. And then 2 copies of the Goldspan Dragon, 4/4 flying haste. Whenever it attacks, create a treasure, or whenever it's the target of a spell, which is quite nice. And then, of course, the treasures will sacrifice for 2 mana instead of 1. 4 pathways, 8 mountains, 7 islands, and 3 Vantresses, in which we can tap for 5 to scry, which is quite nice. So that's the deck. You know, your strategy and synergy: get the Sprite Dragon out as soon as possible, and then use Bonecrusher Giant to, remove the little guys, use Brazen Borrower to bounce the big guys back to their hand, and then counter everything that you need to. If you're not countering, Behold the Multiverse, Opt, Ascendant Spirit will get the job done, and then you're just looking to top deck for Goldspan Dragon, basically. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you guys for your time and attention. Enjoy today's gameplay footage where we break down the playlines and interactions so you can see the deck in action firsthand and be the judge whether or not you want to be spending your wildcards on this or not. Again, thank you for your time and attention. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the channels to your friends, families, MTG playgroups, local game stores, whatever it happens to be. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, or Amazon link, Ray Viking Games, into the AM, and by downloading Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant for free if you're on Windows. Our opponent is on the play. We're on the draw. Hopefully we don't don't get punished too badly today by the shuffler. It's been a notable thing for me this month, at least personally. Let's just take this out now so they don't have cost reduction in their creatures. As long as we can ramp into our dragon, everything will be fine. Wow, that Valkyrie is ultra annoying. Let's try to take our hit. Dragon goes out. Vantress in play. We can opt. It's not enough, but it's a start. Watch them copy these Righteous Valkyries. This is what I'm talking about. If it's not my shuffler that beats me, it's theirs. But I guess that's got to be one or the other, right? Land is good. No blocks. Kill one of them. That's good for us, right? And then we take them further away from 27. And if we can deal more damage than they do to us, that's going to be the key component to us winning. Daggering Insight with the life gain, nice. That makes it harder, and the draw. Let's bounce to push up the Sprite Dragon. Again, trying to put out as much damage as we can. Looking for that 5th land. Another Valkyrie in play. That's okay. Hit for 8. That's a decent chunk of damage too. We have that last Petty Theft for lethal. Interesting. Easy wins here today. Get the land, we get the dragon out. Hit for a bunch. Going first with some of the saddest land I've ever seen. It's a good hand though. We need a nice draw. Pretty please, sir. Go for it. Team Ascendant Spirit. That's a pretty good turn too, in all honesty. Binding, oh no. Oh no. They mailed an oh, they mailed 2 extinction events. Wowzers. Bonecrusher in play. Creature or land, they don't get their event, they don't get their saga. We're all odds though. You can bounce that. And our turn. We need more snowland for the spirits, unfortunately. Take a land. Milling 2 Doom Foretold's as well. Wow. We see an event on odd. Are they lucky enough to have one in hand as well? Ending thing, right? It's the zombie. End our turn. Maybe we should have taken the scry there. It's really hard to say. To get a land. Still at 11. Just hard for us to deal with. More land. Orion comes over. 4, we're out. Opt. Oh no. That's sad, but it has to go. We don't have the correct land. We pull another. And then we get the land. Hot dog. Hot dog. Never punished. And then potentially we might have lethal. Or we're going wide. That was a nice opt. Put the dragon to the bottom. Immediately drew another dragon. And then a land. Not too shabby. Good game. Going first. Let's make sure we get that red land in play for the dragon. We don't want to coming that close too many times in a row. Or at all. Black Lotus sleeves. Pretty cool. Let's see how things turn out for us today. Ooh, I'm kind of tired. Pump it up. If we draw a 3rd snowland, that could be cool. They have multiple ways to deal with us. In lines, oh, it's a cycling. Interesting. Over top. Just another little pump skis. Little draw-de-doo. Land in, or sorry, another spirit in play. I wish it was a land. We want to be popping this dragon off as soon as we can. Free land. They're gonna cycle, make these spirit tokens. Or fairy tokens, sorry. Get the land. Get the bounce skis. We have another if well no, it's gonna be the second if that happens. Let's just try to take the hit. They cycle, sure. They'll have to cycle again to trigger it. Let's bounce it, just so we get the draw off the octopus. That's important to us. Land in play. That's dragon time. I'm sure they can make more fairies. Ooh. Okay. The tables have turned. The tables have turned. Uh-oh. Let's end the turn. If they have another Pyromancer, we're donezo. Sure. I mean, if they can keep making fairies, it's gonna stop us in a big way. Vantress goes. Let's make the treasure. They can deal 3 damage with another cycle to the dragon, and I do not want that. And we didn't want to kill the blocker first, because then they would have made that second one right here, because this will make a fairy. And it triggers the damage, right? We can play both Borrowers and then flash the Octopus onto the one that doesn't get blocked. Or no, the one that does get blocked so it survives. But no, then it'll just get killed. Oh, that hurts. That's a hard riddle to solve, that one. Oh, they cast that. Nice. We've got multiple blockers here, but they are tapped. One fairies are ultra annoying. They have to discard, and I'm sure they're just sitting on a flare as well. We're applying as much pressure as we can. That takes their attention now onto the Sea-Dasher Octopus with the Pyromancer instead of our health points. You know, we still have a fair amount in the air. They can make 2 blockers, kill 1. That just leaves us with the 1 attacker, right? They're going to start healing themselves as well. That's super annoying. Lose our Octopus because we don't have any protection. This Pyromancer is having a field day with us. Absolutely brutal. Deep breaths, though. You can't win them all, and this is, you know, one of those decks that is borderline unbeatable. Good game. Right, there's nothing we're doing here. We can just go ahead and concede. Just, it was a waste of time. How did we get the win there? They didn't have any cyclic cards in hand. Did that just happen? How were they not able to cycle 2 cards and make a blocker? And then I, in rage, knowing that they could have done this, it's like, alright, concede, I'm out of here. So that happened. That's content, baby. We have to recover from that last match somehow, some way. I've never done that before. That's a first. 100%. I have never conceded a game while having lethal at the exact same time. I'm not sure anyone has. That's got to be the greatest BM in the world. Asserting full dominance. Even though that wasn't our intention at all. our opponent's probably just like, whoa. Hopefully they see that, get a good chuckle out of my side of things, right? We have Temple of Malice in play. Decent. And Dwelling Keeper, that's groovy. We can pass our turn. Counter most things, right? Jwari Disruption is a huge help here. We give them the hit. Very nice. Let's take a draw. Land is good. The octopus isn't bad. Let's pass our turn. If we counter, we can block. And they might not attack because we could just straight up block them. It's an awkward spot for them. 4 land in place sucks for us. They want to stomp this. Guaranteed they want to stomp it. No blocks. They called our bluff, right? They pulled the sheet off the bed, whatever you want to say. The binding is perfect for disruption here because they're totally tapped. 2-2. Things are looking up. Over top, we go to 3-3. Down 17, and we draw a card. It's the land parade. With me, it's always a land thing. That's why I run so few. Pass our turn. Alright, big hit, whatever. Just gonna protect the octopus. Let's take our hit. We can do an opt quickly, push it up to a 4-4. Why not? We still have counter magic, so that's okay. Oh, the spirit is kind of nice. Like, it's super cheap to get into play. Let's just focus on protection, though. More counter magic. Oh, and we get another underneath. Hit for 4. Drawing a card. I'm still, my headspace is still in that last match. How did they not have a Zenith Flare? How did they not have more cycling? Like, what happened that we actually would have won that? Playing our spirit. I think we're in a really nice spot here. They can take it. I'm only protecting the octopus with this negate. That's the only thing that matters. Alright, they get a double draw. 1-1 with Death Touch. Not really a problem. Fertile Footsteps isn't really an issue either. In the Giant, we can Petty Theft away, so that also doesn't matter. Just protecting the Sea-Dasher Octopus from any removal. They could have fight effects with the Death Touch, who knows? Who knows? We just need to play smart. So often do I not play smart. Alright, they got a double draw, down to 2 mana. I'm not sure they could deal 4 damage with 2 mana. I mean, it does leave us open. What could they do with 2 mana? I don't think anything. I don't have anything that comes to my mind. Red and black. Oh, it could be a fight effect, actually. What am I thinking? It's a ram through. You fool. Okay, Scorching Dragonfire. It could have been a ram through, though. The fight from the Death Touch. More counter magic is perfect. Oh gosh. Let's end our turn. Upstart Beast is annoying, I'll admit. They take a double draw. I'm worried. Right? They're kind of beefing up around us. We should have killed that earlier, I think. Or just put it into their life points. That would have been even better. A lot of damage. Let's just counter it. We definitely should have hit them with the Bonecrusher Giant. That's the game here. Oh my gosh. Now that is good. Giant in play can protect us against anything nasty. And let's just end our turn. Counter magic for the win! I can't believe we threw away last match. Have you guys ever seen that anywhere? Other channels? You know, had the win, taken them to 0, and then conceded at the same time. Oh, it hurts. Let's stroke this. And they're totally tapped out, so we can disrupt that. They don't have lethal. Good game. Now let's concede. We gotta concede real quick, right? Alright, you guys, getting right through it really quick. I like the deck. We had really good luck. That's a pretty funny cycling match. You know, they had so many options to just end the game right there. And, you know, me being a feeble, smooth-brained ape, you know, just went right into the concedes, like, that's just too hard for me. I'm out. And then we hit them down to 0. So, big whoops for that. I've never seen that. Never done it myself. Never seen anyone else do it. So, good content, I guess, as far as today's concerned. Make sure, you know, to like the video to help support the channel. Subscribe if you're not already. We have 500,000 gem giveaway, free cash prize monthly tournaments on Melee, one-on-one coaching sessions with myself that also comes with a cash prize that you can get in on. Every video, we give away $10 to Great Viking Games. If you're on the live, liking and commenting, if we get 100, boom, there's the giveaway. Lots of cool stuff going on, you guys. Check it all out. Cheers. Have a magical day, and